That's Biggie meal. That is Biggie meal.
Y'all get down.
That is Biggie meal.
Welcome back to Tire Outdoors. In today's video, I'm going to be going through the location that Biggie Smalls got shot at and obviously ended up succumbing to his injuries. So we're right over here. You guys probably can't see, but I am at the Peterson Automotive Museum. This is where he was having a party, and I will be going down by where obviously his entourage was coming out, where Diddy ended up running kind of a yellow/red light, and Biggie was stuck at the intersection on Wilshire and Fairfax. So we're gonna go to that location right now in front of the Peterson Automotive Museum. As you guys can see, right over there is the entrance to the museum. Back March 9th, 1997, this is where Biggie Smalls' last moments were. He was at this Soul Train Awards after party for one of his albums, and when he was coming out, he was with three cars, three 1997 Chevrolet Suburbans. Diddy was in the front car, Biggie was in the middle one, and then the rest of his entourage, which is his security, was in the back. As they come to exit here, they end up heading down that way, and obviously that's where he ended up getting shot. But the main reason it got shut down at 12:35 p.m. there was a lot of smoking, loud music, and obviously disturbance to the area. Fire marshal came in, shut it down, and that's why Biggie Smalls had to leave the after party. And supposedly they were going to another after party, and unfortunately, of course, he didn't make it there, and that's where he ended up getting shot at the corner on Wilshire and Fairfax, where that's eventually where we're gonna make it to. But as you guys can see, it's not that far from where he exited and then where he got shot from, which was at that corner right over there. I am at the corner of Wilshire and Fairfax. Again, that is the corner right there where it was Biggie's last moments. It was obviously Diddy in the front, Biggie in the back car, and then there was, I guess, two other cars in the back, which were Chevrolet Blazers trailing them, which was obviously his security team and his other part of his entourage. So they ended up heading down this way, and then they ended up going into the middle lane where Diddy ended up running a red light or yellow light, that's what they say. And then obviously Biggie was up in the front, and then obviously his entourage would have been these two cars here. And then on the other side where the green van is where allegedly a 1994 to 1996 Chevrolet Impala rolled up in front of them, shot at Biggie's car 6 times, and then ended up hitting Biggie 4 times, which they also are saying the shooter ended up using armor-piercing ammunition that is rare. So obviously if it's rare, you have to have some sort of connections as well, because there's also rumors that LAPD might have been part of it. And again, if you guys have seen 50 Cent documentary, you guys would also know that sounds like Diddy might have put the hit on Biggie just so obviously he can get all his money from him, things like that. So there's a lot of things that happen with that. But again, that is the corner right here where Biggie's last moments were. One thing I forgot to mention, after Biggie was shot, the 1994-1996 Chevrolet Impala ended up making a right on Wilshire Boulevard. Biggie was shot around 12:45 a.m., obviously midnight. He was then rushed to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center.
Turn around, Jimmy. You're going the wrong way. Hey, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? What's this one? Yo, Big, you hear me? Consciente? Take a left, man. Big, you hear me, baby?
If you want your friend to live, we're going to sit up here a minute till you pull over.
I can't do that. We're on Los Angeles and Beverly right now.
They're going to Cedars-Sinai. Yeah, they're going to Cedars.
Alright, we're going to Cedars-Sinai, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sir, how many people are hurt?
It's one.
About 30 minutes later, he ended up being pronounced dead, and they tried to do a thoracotomy on him, but obviously it was unsuccessful. And at 1:15 a.m. on March 10th, that was when he was pronounced dead at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. So that was obviously, again, the last moments that Biggie was seen alive, was again at this corner here. A lot of things that doesn't make sense. If a year ago prior Tupac was shot in Vegas, obviously there was an East and West Coast beef. It doesn't make sense on why Diddy would run a red light / yellow light. If you really care about your artist, you would obviously stay with the entire entourage, make sure everything is stay safe. But again, after watching that 50 Cent documentary, it does seem he probably did the hit, but I'll let that up to you guys. I'm just kind of bringing you guys up on the location where Biggie came, obviously was shot, and then his last moment. Biggie was obviously a big role model in a lot of these rappers, and probably could have been, it still is probably one of the bigger rappers. Music is always playing of his, same thing with Tupac. They took two young people away from us that could have done so much more in the music industry, but they did leave a big imprint just from all their music that they ended up releasing. So one last look of the Automotive Museum and Biggie's last moments here. This concludes today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed me going through the demise of Biggie Smalls and the events that kind of led from him leaving the after party to him getting shot, and of course him obviously succumbing to his death. If you guys want any more videos like this, let me know down in the comments below. I'll try to do them. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.